So if you're a person that's becoming frustrated with your soloing because it sounds very square, mundane, repetitive, you're running out of ideas because you're only using like one scale or a pentatonic scale, I have a simple solution for you. Let's say you have a chord progression that sounds like this. So that's like a R&B, retro R&B vibe going on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the power of arpeggios. I'm going to play the chord progression just using arpeggios like this. So as you could hear the actual progression, although I'm not playing the chords, I'm just playing the arpeggios. So the arpeggios are very powerful because they're the most important notes of the chord structure: the root, the third, the fifth, and the seventh. So when it comes time to soloing, you need to hone into the details. You know, if you're sounding boring and you're frustrated with that, you need to hone in a little bit more to the details when it comes to the harmony. Now, there's other elements to soloing like rhythm and timing and phrasing and style and all of that. But I'm just talking about harmony in general. So it's important to outline the harmony as a bass player, because let's say you're in a situation most times where when you drop out the bass and maybe a keyboard player or a guitarist is comping the chords, and now that you dropped out the bass, you got to figure out a way to really outline that harmony, because now it's going to sound really, really weak. So the way to do it is to start off with arpeggios, or to utilize arpeggios. What you want to do is you want to incorporate arpeggios into your practice, and then figure out ways to be creative with that and musical with that, with using the other elements like phrasing and rhythm and all those kind of things. But arpeggios are the basis of a really good intentional solo. When you hear a solo that sounds really strong and intentional, they are definitely using arpeggios. And I would recommend that you practice your arpeggios so that way you understand the chord structure and you also understand the movement. You know, you understand the progression. So it's really vital that you learn these things and you understand these things.